Hello students, today we'll create a new project and we'll name the project as musical instruments. Here we do not need the cat character, so we will delete the character and we will be going to the buttons. We'll choose a sprite and we'll look for some button sprites in the sprites area. So we will type in the search window button and we can see here we have this first button, button 2 which has two colors, button 3, button 4, button 5 and the home button. So I choose button 1 and I will make the size of this button little bigger. So instead of 100 I'll make the size as 150 and I will place it in one corner. Now I will go to the costumes and with the text tool I will choose a little dark color and click on the button and I will type here play drum. Then I click outside and I'll see these resizing handles around the text box. I can resize this button, this text to be smaller, and from inside the text I can drag and place it in the center of the button. Now I will add one more button for the stopping the drum. So I click the button here and go to the costumes. I take this another costume and with the text tool I write here stop, click outside and drag it in the center. Now I want the sprite of a drum. So in the search window I write drum. I will also increase the size of this drum to 150 and now we will begin coding. It's best practice to keep on saving your file every 5 minutes so that if anything happens to your Scratch by mistake, some thing happens to the browser, but your program is saved till here. Now to start the coding, we'll start the coding with the play drum button. So in the events, you will choose when this sprite is clicked. So as soon as somebody clicks on this sprite, it should be playing the drum. So how will the drum know that it has to play now? We have to send a message to the drum. So from events, we'll use the broadcast message and we can name a new message as play drum. Here we get the message. Now the drum will be receiving this message when I receive play drum. Now we will be using the commands from the sound blocks. These are the sound block commands. But before that, I will go to the sounds tab at the top here next to costumes. Now you can see this drum has two sounds available right now. So if I click on this one, so this is the high tom sound, and if I click on low tom and play, this is the low tom sound. There are different options available here. I can make the sound faster, slower, louder, and softer. Then I can add more sounds from the library of sounds. I can choose a sound, and here if I go to notes, you will see that the guitar has different notes here, piano, saxophone, and electric bass, trombone, trumpet, piano, guitar. But we don't have any notes for drums. But if we go in loops, you will see here, if I scroll down, There are many more drum. So if I add this drum sound, it shows here in the list of sounds. Now, the other thing I can do in the sounds is I can record my sound. When I click on record button, you can begin recording by clicking the button below. This orange button when I click, today we'll hear the sound of a drum and I stop it. When I play it, I can hear what I have recorded. I can edit my recording from the beginning or the ending. If I don't like, I can re-record my sound, and if I'm happy with it, I can save my sound. So here the name is added as recording 1. You can rename this recording. You can say play drum dialogue 1 and press enter key. Now I will go to the coding of this block, and here when I add my first command from the sound blocks, play sound, and when I click on the arrow, I can see all the sounds are shown here. If I say play high tom and then say again next one play low tom. So when I press the play button, so I can hear the two sounds of high tom and low tom playing one after the other. If I put this whole thing in a loop in the control, I bring the forever loop and place both these commands. Now when I press the play drum button, so this high tom and the low tom sounds are playing forever. If I want to add another sound of my recording in the beginning, so I can go here and select my dialogue 1, and also in between I want to add another sound of the drum. So now let us press the play drum. You can hear the sound of a drum and then high tom, low tom, again sound continuously forever. So now we have to do the coding for the stop button. So when I press the stop button, it should stop the sounds of the drum. So in the events, I will bring when this sprite is clicked, that is when the stop button is clicked, then from control, I have to drag stop all. Let us run this now in full screen mode. And when I press the stop button, the music should stop. Also, if you want to change the costume of the drum, so you can say here, when I receive play drum from events, I can bring one more time when I receive play drum, and from looks, I want it to keep on changing to next costume forever, from control forever as long as the instrument is playing. And when the stop button will play, the costume will stop. So let us run this again. It started playing as soon as I said today we will start playing. Today we will say this. So I think it was taking around 2 seconds to 3 seconds maybe for my dialogue. So I will wait for 3 seconds and then I want the drum to start playing. Right? So now let us run this again. That was After 3 seconds now, the costume of the drum are changing. It looks like it's playing the sound. When I press the stop button, it stops the music. Happy making this project. You can add one more button here to play another instrument, for example, guitar, and add the instrument of a guitar here.